Streaming now, this is the Wood TV Live Desk.
Hello everyone and welcome to the News 8 Live Desk. We are now awaiting word from the Grand Rapids Fire Department after a body was pulled from the Grand River earlier today. This stems from a case that happened back earlier this weekend, and it looks like we are now hearing from Grand Rapids Fire, so we will turn it over there now live.
All right, so the entire time you're going to look over this way?
Yep.
First question,
Name.
say,
Yep.
name and then your title.
Matt, M-A-T-T, last name Keusch, K-E-U-S-C-H, Battalion Chief of the Grand Rapids Fire Department, and I oversee our water rescue program and our dive rescue program.
So can you tell us about what happened today?
So today, this morning, Michigan State Police reached out to us, their Marine Division, and wanted to know if we needed assistance. And I met with my Deputy Chief of Operations. We said we'd gladly take you guys up. So they gathered their team. They came from different posts throughout the state. By the time we had their equipment here, we started tracing back where we last saw the victim and made our search efforts from there.
Did you get any sort of tip or anything, or you just wanted to
We did not. When state police reached out to us, they have more tools than we have, and one big tool they have that we don't have, of course, is a cadaver dog. And they've had really good success with that cadaver dog lately, just recovering a victim up in Rockford not too long ago, I believe, Frankenmuth, and a few other places. So right there we said, yeah, we'd love to have you. And the ice had started to recede downriver a little bit more the last couple of days. It was still kind of up by 131. This morning it was still there. We went down there about probably 10 o'clock. And by this afternoon, by noon, 1 o'clock, it really started to move downstream to where we couldn't search before. And that is, sorry.
What time did you guys start your search this morning?
This morning we probably were in the river roughly around 12:30 or so, 12:30 to 1 o'clock.
Can you describe once you got there around 12:30 what that was like, how long it took to find? Was it pretty easy to find?
So the ice had moved. We've searched all the open bodies we could search from our aspect. So the ice moved downstream, and so state police with their cadaver dog in the boat had a hit. As they started their search pattern, a Z pattern, had a search, started moving that way, and then we could see what looked like a piece of clothing, which was near what we call Jackson Island, down in the river there on the west side of the river. As we got closer, we could confirm that was clothing, and it was our victim.
Any descriptors of age of that individual?
Yep, I can tell you, probably early to mid-20s female. All the family has not been contacted yet, so we're not going to release that quite yet. We'll wait for the medical examiners to release some of that information, and we'll go from there before we do another press conference on that.
Do you know anything, going back to Saturday, kind of what led up to this? Was it as simple as fell in, or any details about that?
So that's still investigation for the police. I do know she was on a piece of ice, floated downstream. Bystanders were hollering at her, and she was last seen by a Grand Rapids police officer. And he saw her just south of the Fulton Street Bridge, and that's when there was a submerged log that went out across the river, and there's probably about 8 to 10 feet of open water there, where the rest was all ice on both sides of the river. And she hit that log, it flipped her off, and went down and was never seen again.
Were you all surprised to find her so close to where she initially went missing in the river?
Well, really, she was down quite a ways. We located her down close to the railroad trestle, to Jackson Island down there. So she did go quite a ways downstream. And we kind of figured, we know she went underneath the ice, and the ice, like I said, had started to go downstream today to break up, and we figured it probably carried her down there.
Yeah, and talk about just how difficult it is when you do have those icy conditions to find somebody, especially when it's dark as well, and the difference between that and today.
Yeah, so Saturday night when this call came in, of course, we're dealing with fast-moving water, cold water, nighttime conditions. So we had a lot of stuff against us, and we call that kind of it's a high-risk, dive when we do that. But our guys, we got in the river right away, did a very thorough search of the area, searched down as far as we could to where the ice was. We do not go under ice and moving water, just too dangerous for us. So after about an hour of that search, that's when we went to a recovery search, and then we pulled our divers, and we didn't take as big as risk then.
About how much feet of water was she found in?
Roughly about 3 foot of water.
How many ice rescues have you had just this year?
So this would be our first ice/water rescue we've had this year.
You guys report for the Grand River with the fan boat? Like you also go over to Riverside Park too?
Correct. Yep. We cover the whole city of Grand Rapids. So based in Riverside Park, Down to, we've got a Butterworth boat launch, which is going to be south of Welty Street quite a ways. So we cover the area. And if anybody calls for assistance, we'll assist them.
What would you say is a good reminder for ice safety and water safety?
So right now, especially with the warm up over the last day or two and it's going to get warmer tomorrow, ice really shifts. So very dangerous. I always consider ice is never 100% safe. But when you have moving water, so any streams, rivers, even like Lake Michigan right now, you have moving water underneath. So what that does is that kind of breaks the ice down, creates crevices, different depths of the ice. So you should never go on any water, on the ice that has a moving body of water. So rivers and streams are really dangerous.
Did you expect to do this recovery so soon, or did you expect longer?
We did not. We were very fortunate. Like I said, Michigan State Police reached out to us today, their Marine Division. So we're very thankful. They're a big help. Great group of guys that came out today with their dive team in the Marine Division, in their K9 unit with the cadaver dog. So, and luckily it was one of those days where everything, the cards kind of lined up. The ice started moving downstream. Their cadaver dog was able to get a hit where we were searching already. So we know she was under the ice, and just the ice pulled her down further.
And so remind me the timeline, so you were out there around 12:30, and you found her around,
Found her just before 2 o'clock, correct.
so it's about over,
So I would say in about an hour we located her, roughly.
is that standard usually? I mean,
It depends. It does depend. I mean, we knew the area to search, and so state police started, we started doing a Z pattern, working our way back, and the wind was blowing just right, and the cadaver dog got a hit. So started moving that way, and that's when we were able to locate her.
Did you or Michigan State Police use drones for any aerial?
We did not use drones today. We used drones Saturday night and Sunday. So drones were utilized by both Grand Rapids Police Department and Grand Rapids Fire Department. So along with this, we did have Grand Rapids Police Department, of course, Michigan State Police, and Kent County Sheriff's Department also did assist with us on Sunday for the search.
and so from Saturday, where did she originally fall in? I know you said
So originally, last known was just south of Fulton Street Bridge, approximately, I'd say 100 yards. And so she was found today maybe a quarter mile downriver from that location. And that was all covered in the ice Saturday and Sunday. Also, up until yesterday, it was covered with ice. It went downstream this morning, probably shortly before we got the boat in the water. So we had a hard time getting the boat in the water.
anything you wanted, I know in the release expressing condolences to the family, anything you want to say going on to ice safety? I know you talked about that, just adding to the emotional story.
For sure. I mean, especially for kids, or sometimes might think it's safe to go on the ice. I can't stress enough, any moving body of water, like rivers and streams, do not go on the ice. I know a lot of people right now are going to Lake Michigan to go see the ice out there. Very dangerous out there also. It creates void spaces underneath those pockets of ice. It can be, it might be an inch thick up to 4 or 5 inches thick. And with this weather, it creates a lot of expansion joints, breaks in the ice. So very dangerous to go on right now. So just please stay off the ice and never go on any rivers or streams that have moving water with ice on them.
You want to just add into the partnership as well. I mean, this was kind of all hands on deck, a group effort. Just talk about the resources that were used.
It was. So we quite often, the fire service, call it mutual aid. We'll help other neighborhood fire departments out. They'll help us. So this was one where typically, we don't get the state police for something like this. And they reached out to us. And so it was a great help to have them out with us today. We really wanted to recover the body for the family. So we're glad they could assist with that and help us bring that closure to the family. So.
Anything else?
No, it's just been a taxing week and a half, 2 weeks for the Grand Rapids Fire Department. So 3 fatal fires now, some bad car accidents in this. So our members are hurting, but yeah, we're gonna keep doing what we do, serving our city of Grand Rapids, and keep doing what we do basically. So we appreciate everybody's support.
Is there anything the community can do? Maybe bring by some of the keys?
No, we're all set. We appreciate it. We really do. Just your support, a nice wave is all we need. So.
How hard is one of these recovery missions on your guys? I'm sure that's not the outcome anybody wants.
No, not at all. I mean, we're here to save lives and save property. That's what we're here for. We're willing to risk our life for that. So it wears on you, especially like I said, approximately 7, 8 deaths on some stuff in the last week and a half. It wears on the guys. So.
Any resources or anything offer?
Yeah. So our fire department is a really great critical incident stress team. They've been full charge with this. Been talking with some of our members. Grand Rapids Police Department has a SISM team also. They've been in contact with us to help us out. So we work really well together. Like I've always said, you know, the police department, fire department, EMS, dispatchers, we're all brothers and sisters. We take care of each other, brothers in blue. We kind of talk it. You hear people say that. So we work together really well. We want to take care of each other.
And real quick, you said you've been here since 3 in the morning?
6 o'clock in the morning, I reported duty yesterday morning on Wednesday. So when I got word that state police were willing to help us, I wanted to stick around and make sure we could see it through.
Just an extra detail. I know you had called off the search, I want to say Sunday, right?
Yes, Sunday.
Did you know going in that at some point when the weather got better, you were going to try to go back out?
Yes, so typically when that ice breaks, we had talked about that, about getting the boats back in and searching from the surface. So it's something we haven't planned. Today it happened to be, it worked out perfectly where we had state police with a cadaver dog. The ice started to break away. It worked out.
Great, thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And that was Grand Rapids Fire Battalion Chief Matt Keisch giving a press conference regarding a body that was pulled from the Grand River earlier today. Phil Penarski once again with the News 8 Live Desk. This is video that we shot earlier today during that search that happened about 2 o'clock. That's when a woman's body was found. This is in regards to the woman that went missing in the Grand River Saturday night. An extensive search happened Saturday night, but with ice conditions and the cold weather, the search had to be called off, and then it was moved to a recovery mission. The body has since been found earlier this afternoon. Again, we are still learning more and more details throughout the day. Our Adriana Doria is down there working on this story. She's going to have updates for us throughout the day. Did want to go over just some of the notes that we heard from Battalion Chief Matt Keisch just now in that press conference. The woman had reportedly fallen into the river on Saturday night around 10:30. That's when that extensive search happened. Again, I want to pull up the video that we shot earlier today of the search here, just for everybody to kind of take that all in. The search came up empty, as I stated. The search was suspended again until today. MSP actually contacted Grand Rapids Fire using one of their cadaver dogs to search for the woman, and then the cadaver dog reportedly, according to Battalion Chief Matt Keisch, had a hit and had alerted the other authorities of a potential body being found. They found it right near what he called Jackson Island on the Grand River. He said that the ice played a factor, of course, in that initial search. They searched again today with the warm-up going on, the less ice in the river, making it a little bit easier to search. They found her in about an hour of searching today. Again, that happened around 2 o'clock. She was found about a quarter-mile downriver from where she was last seen near the Fulton Street Bridge that night on Saturday. This was, again, a press conference from Grand Rapids Fire Chief, Battalion Chief Matt Keisch. He also is wanting to re-emphasize to everybody watching to avoid going near the ice, especially when we do have these warm-ups or cold air or colder temperatures, especially the ice that is near moving water, as it can be quite treacherous there. And again, this is we're continuing to learn more and more information. The woman's identity is not being identified at this time. Chief Keisch did announce that the woman was somewhere in her 20s, but was not going to give any further detail. But of course, we are expecting to learn more throughout the rest of the day. We will be bringing it to you live over on our website, woodtv.com, and throughout the rest of our newscast throughout the day. Again, our Adriana Doria is on this story, so we're expecting more and more updates, again, as we learn more about the investigation, how the woman ended up in the water, and more and more. Again, that's going to be coming up later tonight, and also you can find it anytime over on our website, woodtv.com. Highly encourage everybody to go ahead and check that out there. We've got the full story from the initial search over the weekend to what we have just learned a few moments ago. That is going to do it for us today on the News 8 Live Desk. I want to thank everybody so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time.